Yo, yo, everybody. Get Nathan to help you do Periscope. I'm going to give you guys on Facebook. I'm here at my conference. Everybody say hello. Hello. We got a packed house here. We've been talking. You guys missed out, but I'm going to show you a little bit here. It says the connection is weak. Where is Nathan?
He's getting his
No. He's not for long. Okay. So, what was I saying? Who can remind me? Okay, jog my memory. We're talking about how to make your money work for you, and I was going to give one tool so amazing that I can't remember it. That's how amazing it is. Whenever you think you're smart, just get up and do public speaking. You will inevitably be like, I ain't that smart, because that's something super important to say. I cannot remember it. No, but we're talking about integrated. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I'm going to show everybody something. I want everybody to pull out your calculator. Please, if you want to learn to make your money work for you, Facebookers, Meerkatters, Periscopers, pull out your calculator. It should be the second application on your phone. In my opinion, it should go camera and then calculator. I put my apps in order of use. It's logical, right? The one you use the most easily available. I have right here camera, calculator. Now, what's up, Periscope? We're talking about how to make your money work for you. Hang on over here. Here's what you're going to write down. Everybody in America magically likes $1 million. I don't know why, but let's do it. I want you to divide. I want you to put into your phone this. You are now making, and do this at home. I'll show you the principle of making $1 million. All right, you are now making $10 an hour. Are you happy with your life or sad? Okay, multiply. Do this in your phone. $10 an hour times 40 hours a week times 50 weeks a year. So you're making $10 an hour, you're working 40 hours a week times 50. What's 10 times 40 times 50? 10 times 40 times 50. How much? Somebody said they want me to dab. Did you see my Bill Gates dab thing? The world's worst dab. Okay, what's the number? Who can say it right here? The answer is $20,000. Is that right? Who here would be very excited with their life, feel like money's working and never have to have 20 grand a year income? Anybody? Okay. Now I'm going to pretend you have more tools. So I want you to multiply $10 an hour times 24 hours a day times 365 days. 10 times 24 times 365. What's the number now? Okay, so now you're almost making 6 figures. You're making, who here would be like 87,000? It ain't that bad. Who here is not making 87,000? Who's making less? Okay? Who's making significantly less than 87,000? Who would feel a lot better if there was $7,000 a month deposited in their bank account every month? Okay? 87,000. Now let's just change the game a little. So did we change the amount you make per hour? Or did we say, is there a way to make money work for you more often? Because I was talking about, you guys missed this chart. I'll flash it for a second here. I'm not going to show you the whole secret chart, but there you go. In this chart, I said, in the life you want to live, making money work for you, you have a lot of time to do stuff you like, to have social life, to have fun, and an integrated life. And sometimes I'm at the movies, and I'll check on all my businesses. I have an hourly report telling me my revenue for each business. I learned that from the CEO of Match.com. There was a female CEO. And sometimes I'll be in the movie, not working, and the money's pouring in way more than when I was working earlier in the day. That's making money work for you. And one of the simplest ways to make money work from you here in the experiment category, you guys can't see this. Should have come to a conference. Should have come. Right here is, I'm not going to put automation because it's a little bit of a complicated, it's a word that is confused. You can't really automate your income. What you want to do is do experiments where you extend. Write that word down, extend. So if you're making $10 an hour, it's not really that bad. You haven't extended it over enough hours. Does that make sense? One of the first things you want to do is figure out how to make money while you sleep. There should be money coming in at 3 in the morning tonight. If there's not, I promise you, money's not working for you. I like to have all my businesses global. And so I'm going to put the third thing in here. Just some experiments for you. Go global if you can. The internet makes global. What would you rather have? 330 American customers? Or would you like to add to that 350 million EU customers? Would you like to add to that 1.2 billion Indian customers? Who here knows that you can extend your products over 7.2 billion humans with buying power now, with more money than there's ever been, largest GDP in the world now than ever in history? Who would like to extend their idea across 7.2 billion people versus just 300? It can be done. It is being done. Every business I've had since 2007, I didn't know this principle always. Before 2007, every business that I had made money in one geographic location, and that's okay, especially for those of you starting out. Nothing wrong with it, okay? But don't play hate the player, hate the game, right? So if you're playing that, it's okay, but I don't like that game. My first business, I had a cattle ranch with Joel Salatin, 100 acres with 80 cows. We took those, we sold them locally. My income, my money wasn't working that well for me. I was making a little money. Made 12 grand in a year, $12,000. Then, next business, I'll skip a few because I had quite a few businesses, a few little successes there. Then I got into being a wealth management business. Now the thing about wealth management business, stock market trading, managing people's money, is that you have to be registered in the United States, in different states. So all the people in business usually only got their licenses in one state. North Carolina is where I lived. I remember having mentors that were beginning to teach me this modality of thinking of extension. So I said, John DeWar was my business partner, and I said, John, why would we only do business in North Carolina? And he goes, well, we need to meet clients. I said, no, there's been a new tool invented. He said, what do you mean? I said, it's called the telephone. I was the first person in the world to close, as far as I know, in the United States, to really extensively close deals on the phone, especially insurance deals. Now you see big companies doing it like Select Quote and all those ones where you can call up and get life insurance. I was one of the first people doing it by accident. I wasn't even that smart. But I knew one thing smarter. Extension. Now I couldn't go global because legally you couldn't do it. They weren't available. But I went as global as I could, and I got licensed in 50 states. And people were like, that's such a hassle, 50 states of paperwork. Most people, they hit that barrier, and they were like, that's too big of a barrier, filling out paperwork in 50 states. I got in my bulldozer. I turned the air conditioning on. I turned the music on. I got my nice padded seat, and I turned it on, and I hired an assistant. And for $10 an hour or whatever I paid them a fair wage, they filled out the paperwork all day. I mean, come on. They filled it out for me. I was just in the bulldozer. And then we found out there was a special exemption in most states. When you were registered in one state, they would you didn't have to fill out paperwork. So the imaginary wall that most people push on, like this is going to be too hard, Who's ever seen the Indiana Jones where there's all these tests and you have this huge bridge and you have to walk out by faith and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. And then there was a little step with a bridge, 1 inch. When you start stepping out and doing stuff, I was like, I said I'm gonna go to all 50 states. If I gotta stay up myself and fill out paperwork, I'm gonna get someone else to do it. And then I stepped out and I didn't even need the assistant for that. We filled out the first set of paperwork and they're like, no, there's these blue sky laws. They basically, we'll take all the North Carolina paperwork, just punch a little button on the internet. I'm in 50 states. Do you think money worked for me? Do you think it was easier to do lead generation, to get more customers in just North Carolina only had 8 million people at the time. The United States had 300 million. Money isn't working for you if you're not extending it across bigger reach. Now, you can start in stages. I first figured out how to make money in North Carolina. Then I got in the nightclub business. Same thing. I started with a restaurant called Verde in Durham, North Carolina. Partnered with a guy named Giorgio Bataxias. By the way, for those of you who can't see, right here. When I want to get in the nightclub business, what do I care about in number 2? I'm like, I'm in a new town, right? What do you do when you're in a new city here? Always. You get a GPS, right? Anybody ever rented a car before they had GPS on the phone? You're like, I want the GPS too? Yeah, because you don't want to get lost. So I got in the nightclub business. I had learned from my mentors, don't be cocky, man. Don't think you're going to understand the nightclub business. I found a guy who had been in the restaurant nightlife business his whole life, Giorgio Bataxias. I went to him, I said, Giorgio, you got all these restaurants and they close at 10, but I noticed you pay rent for 24/7 access. What if when you close the restaurant, man, let me run a nightclub event there? I have no money. You know how much it costs to buy a nightclub and equip it? You're talking, you got to sign leases. I have no credit. Millions of dollars, usually, if it's a nice place. So he's like, you mean I don't have to do anything, Tai? And I split the money 50-50, new money? I'm like, yeah. He's like, when you give people that choice, want to make new money, guaranteed, with no work on the assets you already have? It was like, okay, boom. We shook hands on it. Never a contract ever. When you do business with good people, I found you don't need contracts, but get a contract now. Okay? Because you got to be really good at reading people. And if you're not good at reading people, you won't get a contract. I was so naive, I didn't get a contract. And he probably wouldn't sign one. I opened up that little Verde restaurant, had a DJ, we brought the DJ in, and I'll never forget. I invited all these people, and a lot of people came. I was surprised. That's when I found out you needed bouncers. Because I stood at the front of the door, and everybody came in, I'm like $10, and they just walked right past me. And I was like, I need big guys. I need big guys. I'm not imposing enough to stop. You need it. That's my time, you need a ropes. And I learned. And next thing you know, I was probably making, now still running the wealth management company, but what's the integrated life say? 50-50 factor, short-term rewards, and the last one I'm going to put here, this is an awesome one. This will be on your list to bring to the high school reunion and you go, Mother, how did you not tell me this? Always, those of you watching, make money on what you would do anyway. This little list is going to be damn good. You guys are the first ones to ever see it. All you guys, you ain't seeing it because you're not here. So, you guys liking this? I'm going to continue this after. See why it's better for me to understand my cycles of energy? If I had done this at 11 o'clock, you would not have gotten a very good version. But I went there. I was 23. 23-year-old dudes go to nightclubs. Why do you go to nightclubs? Because what's at nightclubs? Pretty women. So I had learned from one of my mentors, believe it or not, from the Amish. They wouldn't be proud of me using their techniques for nightclubs. But I was like, I'm going to nightclubs anyway. I'm at my Verde restaurant. People walking in the door, they're handing me money. I'm like, let me get this straight. I would already be out at this nightclub. And now people paying me to be at the nightclub. You know what that feels a little bit like? You think that feels like hell on earth or heaven on earth? God, let me make sense. I would already be here spending $15 on a drink, trying to talk to girls. You know the best way to talk to girls at a nightclub? Oh, hey, welcome to my club. I learned it. 100% of girls, even if they don't like you, will go, oh, you own this? Oh, okay, nice to be here. It's a great, there's pickup artists trying to teach you all stuff. Nothing better than that pickup line. Welcome to my place. I'm very happy you're here. Can I bring you a drink? Seriously, you don't have to be creepy about it. It's the truth. Then from there, though, I started capping out how much money I made, because Verity only held 200 people. If you're charging $10 at the door, what's my capped out income? $2,000. Are you really making money working for you if you're not extending? So what do you think I did next? Next door, he had a restaurant called Perizod. It held 500 people. And I did one other thing. There's one other way to extend. I'm going to test you guys. It's a branch underneath here. How do you extend your income also? So I went to the Perizod place. Now how much at $10 can you make with 500 people coming through the door? Because he kept all the bar. I can be proud to say I've never made money on alcohol, because I don't love alcohol. It kills a lot of people with drunk driving. So I didn't make any money. I had my hands washed. Not really, because they still didn't drink. But I didn't make any money. He kept, Giorgio kept all the bar. So if you can go from 200 people at $10 to 500 people, how much money are you making? So I can now make $5,000 cash. And I would do it once or twice a week, Friday or Saturday. This was more on Friday. What's $5,000 a week cash? 20 grand. Now I had some expenses in the DJ and all that kind of stuff. But now, what's another way to extend that income besides getting a bigger place from Perizod? Combine. Membership. VIP getting closer. We put in a hot or cold game. Membership. Hot or cold. Go simpler. When all else fails, sometimes Nathan, I'm training Nathan to be my assistant. Like today, earlier, I came out, I didn't have a shirt on, right? I had my pants this, and I was getting ready to come down here and speak. My hair was messed up. I'm like, what do I need help with? And he's like, fixing your hair. I'm like, Nathan, I don't have a shirt on. First you go, answer obvious, put a shirt on, then put your hair, yes. Tables, you guys are all close, you're too complicated. I'm a simple man, you guys are too smart for me. That girl lives free, all too complicated. They're too smart for me. Too far for me. Raise the price is the answer. So I was like, and what is the modality? I went, what's double $10? 20. I went to 20 people, paid 20, no problem. Because I also discovered pretty women. I could get really pretty women there. And I did one experiment, the greatest experiment I ever did. It failed only because of U.S. law. Okay? Somebody said it's Sean Connery in the front row. I think they're talking about you. That's a good compliment. I look like Sean Connery. What happened was, I said, we went to 20, we went to 40, people still paying. We didn't charge the women, but the guys. Probably break some law to do that, but whatever. It's a nightclub. And then I said, it was a really good night. The weather was good because they had outdoor patio. And I was getting good at marketing. I was like, mofos are going to show up tonight. Come on over there. And I was like, we going to $100 at the door. Now, if you get 500 people at $100, how much money do you make? 50 G's cash. Would you like to go out to a nightclub and at the end, people go, you have fun? Here's 50 grand. Thanks for coming out. That's how I felt. One small problem. I remember, now, I will even tell you, there were 2,000 people lined up outside. And I was like, I'm going to figure out a way to fit them in. Because what's 2,000 times 100? 200 G's. And that number, remember, I didn't grow up with rich parents. I never had anyone in my family ever make 6 figures. One uncle once was a car salesman and made 90 grand. The most anybody in my family. My dad's from Harlem, my grandpa's from Harlem. My mom made 20 grand a year. My grandma was a little more well off, but not six-figure well. And I was about to make six figures in one day. So this is why you never count your chickens or your eggs before they're hatched. I remember, like, you get all hyped. I was like 22, I was like counting. I would walk down the line, it was one block. And I was like counting, estimating. I'm like, dude, come on, there's about 2,000 people here. And I was like, are people paying? And he's like, dude, the more people look and see the line, the more they're doling out $100 to get in. Because they look back and there's women, these dudes are like, so then, fate has a way of humbling you. I'll remember, I was at the front and I was counting the money. Like 100 people had come in at $100, made $10,000, 5 minutes. And this truck rolled up, and these 4 dudes got out, and they looked kind of official. And he came up to me and he said, "Hi, who runs this place?" And of course, pride kicks in. And I'm like, "Me, of course." I should have done that. I should have been like, come on, guys. And it turns out it's the fire marshal. Now, if you know anything about nightclubs, you have God, you have your club, and then you have the fire marshal about 1 inch below God. Police, nothing. Police come in, you can kind of be like, "Oh, dude, we'll be okay." Fire marshal. And this dude knows he's God. I'll never forget, he was eating like a little snack bar. And he was like, "Looks like you have a lot of people here." And I'm like, at that point, because had he not told me the fire marshal, I'd have been like, "Yeah, 2,000. I didn't say that. Now, they weren't inside. I wasn't doing anything illegal yet. You can have 2,000 people outside your club. So I'm eating my little bar. I mean, he's eating his little bar. And he goes, "I'm going to tell you what. What's the fire code for this place?" I said, "I think like, because it's on the wall, like whatever, 500. He goes, "I'm kind of hungry. Me and my 3 guys, we're going to go eat a Subway sandwich. And when I come back in here, if there's 501 people, I'm going to put you in handcuffs and put you in jail, and you'll never be in the nightclub business again." And he came back, and I didn't let anyone else in. I remember being like, "Dude, I could have made 200 grand. But I did make some money. So you can also, what's the principle there of extension? You can also do what? When you get too greedy too fast, you can overextend. So we got some people sitting here that don't extend themselves enough. And some people are like, Tai said, go global. Woo! I've never even launched a product. Where's my, Mozambique office? Where's my Sri Lankan office? I'm like, you're overextending. So I overextended. Now, I'm going to finish this story. You guys liking this train of thought, this thread? Okay, because everybody needs to eat. I don't want you to be like the fire marshal. Sitting here mad at me. Okay? For those of you watching over here, there's a lot of people on this thing, by the way. Somebody just commented John 3:16. One thing you'll learn with live comments, I'm like, are you in the same live thing as us? Because you just wrote John 3:16, which is a Bible verse, which has nothing to do with, nothing wrong with John 3:16, but people do that sometimes. I'll get comments and I'm pretty sure they're not in the same. This guy said, M9 shout out to Slamber. Bailey Perkin, are you in America? Are you on drugs? All right. I have to say it. James, you want to come up here for a second? We got a specific thing. Now, let me just set this up. We're going to go do a lunch. And then after lunch, Maya, it is me. Back. Jen's going to do some. Me and who got an application for the bid? I'm going to shut this off. All right, guys. By the way, you should come to the next one. Would you guys say, yes. Where is my phone? Always. What do you wear? Do you wear just a belt? Do you just wear suspenders? Belts. How many phones do I have up here? 4. That's right. You know what happens when I was behind the scenes at the Academy Awards with Chris Rock? He was the hardest person to get back to. What do you think Murphy's Law said will happen when I was going to Snapchat with him? Phone froze. But what does the 67 steps say to the way you operate your life? You think it messed me up for 1 second? I went like this. Chris, let's talk about books. Jammed? Chris. He was actually impressed. He was like, that's pretty smart. Because most people, you ever see people go up, I met Arnold Schwarzenegger, and all these people want to come up to take pictures. It's kind of annoying. They'll be like, Arnold, can I get a picture? Oh wait, where's my phone at? Okay. Then they hold it up and it's shooting out that way. I'm like, you gotta turn it around to selfie mode. 10 minutes later, Arnold's, asleep. So be prepared. And I try to do that. I'm gonna Snapchat. Check this out. We got probably 10, 20,000 people watching here live. And then, you guys like this session on how to make money? Awesome. Who got an application for a business builder and was considering it? Raise your hand. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. We're doing the business builder lunch is going to be upstairs. We got a private lunch. Okay? The rest of you are going to practice your networking anywhere you want to go eat. I recommend to eat. We have how long for lunch? 90 minutes. We'll give you enough time because I did it extra time because I want you guys to practice networking. One of the best places you can go is out and 1 o'clock. Yes. Okay, that's number 2. You're gonna go practice your networking. Go out past Brown's up the stairs. There's about 30 restaurants, 10 restaurants. Who's an accredited investor that heard me talk yesterday? Raise your hand if you're an accredited investor. All right, can I have everybody stay seated except the people that, I forgot to turn this off.
And Ty, wait, did you ask?
Yes.